A green Lamborghini, isn't that just iconic? Somewhat ish. Sometimes it is. But today we are testing out a green Lamborghini, and that is the Gallardo. But it's the racing version of the Gallardo. And this thing is very iconic. So let's see if it is any good as well in game. And I'm going to start the customization because there's not going to be any customization. And I am correct. And do we keep the green? I don't know. I do. Ooh, that blue does look very, very nice. I'm not sure what to go for. I mean, the green is nice. You know what? We might go with the blue here. I just don't like the blue and the red though together. The green and the red looks fine, but we'll keep the green. I just don't like the blue and the red together, but that's fine. So let's put on the upgrade parts, and it is a racing vehicle, like I said. So it is 880 parts, and with full 880 parts now on, this thing has a top speed of 249 miles per hour. 0 to 60 in 2.87 seconds, brake distance 60 to 0 is 16.9 yards, and it has 963 horsepower. Enough of me talking, let's test out this vehicle and I'll see you at an event in a second. Okay, here we go. Lights out and not away we go. Away we go, perfect, good start. Brilliant, that was way too long, but it's fine, we are off now. And yeah, I'm not sure what to expect from this vehicle if I'm being completely honest, because most racing vehicles I've tested out in this game haven't been great. That's why I'm looking for more racing vehicles, more touring car vehicles, because I'm not a big fan of the ones that I currently have. But I mean, speed-wise, so far, this thing feels quite nifty. It feels quite quick to those who don't speak British. Nifty is just quick. But yeah, definitely am looking for a good vehicle. I'm all over the place here. I am absolutely all over the place. And how do I get my boost? I don't actually know how I get my boost here at all, because I'm braking, but nothing's happening. Normally when you brake, you know, you get a bit of boost, but I don't think so. Is it handbrake maybe? I'm not chancing it. Oh, it might be handbrake. I don't know. But let's just enjoy this vehicle while we can. So far, I mean, it handles pretty well. I can't really complain about the handling, especially because racing vehicles tend to be quite poor at handling. I only messed up that turn because I tried the handbrake. But yeah, they're normally quite poor at handling. They're really stiff. All the ones that I've tested out, they tend to be quite stiff at turning. They feel quite clunky, quite heavy. This one feels quite light, and it feels very, very quick as well. What does it look like in first person, this thing? I mean, it doesn't really look like a Gallardo interior, but it looks alright, I guess. Got my my tuxedo on. Oh, from the back, that looks very nice. But I mean, yeah, it's doing the job, I guess, for now. There isn't too many like obstacles in this event, really, but it's putting in a decent shift. It handles pretty well. The brakes are very good, actually. That's one thing I will point out. The brakes on this vehicle, they seem pretty well. I'll show you on this corner coming up here. But yeah, they actually feel pretty decent, which is good, because racing vehicles, like I said, they tend to be either really good at handling and don't have great brakes, or really good at braking and don't have great handling. But this vehicle seems to have both, so I can't really complain too much about this vehicle so far. Price wise, I'm not sure how much it is. I'm guessing maybe, because it is a Lamborghini Gallardo, I'm guessing like 630, 700. I don't know why 630, but around that 600 mark, 700 mark, I'm guessing. So for a racing vehicle, it's a little bit expensive, but not like too much, you know. I think too much for a racing vehicle would be around maybe like 1.1 mil. That's like a lot of money for a racing vehicle. You know, 600, 700k, that's about high standard for a racing vehicle. And I mean, it is putting in a shift. It is doing very well, so I can't really complain too much. The only thing that I would improve about this vehicle so far while using it, it feels a little bit slow, but that's because we haven't had too many straights. But yeah, that's the only thing like it feels a little bit off about, is the speed. But I mean, we haven't had too many straights, so I can't really you know, compare it too much. But I mean, it is a very, very decent vehicle in this event, so I can't complain too much. But it's time for the final verdict now that we've crossed the finish line. So I'll give you my final verdict in a second. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say during the race, but yeah, this thing handles very well. The brakes are very, very good actually. That's probably like the key takeaway. The brakes are very good on this vehicle. Speed, it didn't feel as fast as I thought it would, but that's probably mainly down to the event because there was barely any straights to really test out that speed. But still a solid vehicle, and possibly might be my new go-to racing vehicle. I'll definitely be using it more and more, especially in the next racing events I do. So yeah, this has got a place in my garage for sure. But out of 10, I'm going to give it a high score. I'm going to give it an 8.3. I actually genuinely like this vehicle quite a lot. There was room for improvement, yes, and I do feel like there is another racing vehicle out there that is much better than this, but at 8.3 I think is fair for this vehicle. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on this vehicle, let me know down below in the comment section. Way down there, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.